Well, today has been very interesting so far. Last night around 10, my son decided that he wanted to have a fever, about 101.5, which, we're weaning him. I was expecting for him to get a little bit sick when we start weaning him, but, still got him checked out today. The doctor that saw him said it could be, that he's developing cold, or it could be that he's got, he just had his MMR vaccine, so that could be what's causing the fever as well. It happened on the 14th, so I think it's like a little bit out of that range, but you never know, So I had to text my boss last night. I texted somebody I was working with because my boss isn't working today. I know that I might not be in today, but luckily, wake up this morning, take his temperature, fever's gone. It was like 99, so it's not completely gone, but it was pretty much gone. By the time we got to the doctor's office, it was 98.6, so, which, the past few days, he's felt warm at night, but I thought maybe it was just teething or whatever, I don't know what I thought, but because he was fine during the day, there was no issues, he wasn't sneezing or coughing or anything, it was really weird. When I think back, and I'm like, well, he wasn't sleeping very well either, so, of course I'm gonna sneeze. Don't make fun of my sneeze. Okay. Don't do it. So, right now I'm driving him to my mother-in-law's. She's okay to watch him. The doctor at first said that I should just stay home with him. But I was like, well, he just goes to grandma daycare. I mean, it's not like he's going to a big daycare center that, there's a ton of kids around. Like, it's just his grandma. Or Grammy. He goes to his Grammy's house today. She said fine to watch him. Of course, she's going to call me if anything happens, and if she can't handle it, which I'm pretty sure she can. She can handle my husband, she can handle Patrick. So I'm just going to do that. I gave myself some leeway so that I can actually, get coffee or something, because I didn't sleep very well last night. I was worried about him and everything, so I'm going to get pumpkin spice latte. Love pumpkin spice latte. It's the best thing about fall. Yeah, I'm tired, and Patrick's back there probably very bored because he threw Scout, his dog toy thing, threw that on the floor like 3 times when we were at the doctor's office, and I was just like, you know what, we gotta sanitize it now. Like, one time, I pick it up pretty fast, I'm okay with that. Twice, but 3 times, no, I'm sorry, it's gotta get sanitized. That's just disgusting at that point. My husband would freak out if he heard me say that, because he believes that if it hits the floor once, it's done for a kid at least, which I understand the worry, but at the same time, I'm kind of a laid-back parent when it comes to germs and stuff, because I'm just not as worried about it. Like, that's how you get your immune system to work, is by exposing it to different bacteria and everything. And it's not like, it's not like I'm taking him to the sick ward at the hospital and people cough on him. It's not that extreme or anything, but I think a little bit of bacteria is not going to hurt him. And when I think about the floors, people walk on them, but unless somebody has vomited on that spot, I'm not too worried about it. And if somebody has vomited on it, that gets cleaned up right away. Residue that I was looking at. There was in the elevator. He didn't drop it in the elevator. I didn't let him have it in the elevator, so we're good about that. There was some wet spot on the floor of the elevator, so that was disgusting when we were coming out. But I don't know what it was. Someone could have spilled their coffee too. It didn't smell. So, could be water. Alright. Well, a week because I had to stay home and do the nebulizers on him. And it's not so much that I didn't trust anybody else to do it or anything like that. It was more, I was still breastfeeding him, so it was better for me to stay home with him and give him my antibodies than have him drink from a bottle, which is like older milk and everything. It's still breast milk, but it's not as good. So, and that's why my job is awesome. It's because they let me do that without giving me too much trouble. I could tell they're getting frustrated, but I was like, it's my kid. I can't. If you ask me to choose, there's really only one response. Like, there's only one option. It has to be to choose, so. It's not like, I'd rather be at work than home with a sick kid. I love my kid, but